So I'm back. As always, I will always be here. um, this is a collective message, and it's something that Spirit wanted to relay for a while now. This message is from Kuan Yin, and it's a message of compassion. It has to do with our heart chakra as well. I had some notes when I was asking Spirit, like, what do we need to know right now? My heart chakra is going crazy right now. But anyway, Kuan Yin is bringing this message of compassion and empathy. And her name literally means she who hears the world weeping. And I know if you literally are a human, you know that there is a lot of treacherous things going on in the world. Literally, the world is weeping. So that's why Kuan Yin is coming to us. And she's saying that if we operate from empathy, that it's going to allow us to operate at a higher frequency. And then we have to keep our heart open even when we're enduring darkness. So, like, if you're feeling challenged, no matter how small, how large it is, just know the more you stay open with your heart and faith and through empathy for others as well, because for some reason that seems to be a challenge. Like, a lot of people are unstable these days, especially mentally. They're mentally unstable. Like, I don't know what's going on with that, but we have to have compassion for them as well, those unstable individuals, and knowing that one, they aren't connected with their higher self because they are not operating from their heart. They're operating from their crown. I was getting a lot of crown energy too, like needing healing of crown energy through the collective right now. There's a lot of deceit, deception, but also manipulation with the crown. So lots of those energies, when they become they're saying like entangled into each other, it creates this, they're saying, like a spiritual mess inside of us. But we won't be a mess, we won't be in that confusion if we just operate from our heart. And then the other message I was getting, this was recently, like the other day, Earth, Pachamama coming through right there. And she's bringing some healing, holing into our lives. I don't know why, but like I'm getting this message from Earth that we better do right by her because she's barren right now. Like, we're literally depleting the earth of all its resources. And it's not just us who's going to suffer. All of the living creatures are suffering because of this. Um, and then there were some things that I just basically channeled when this card came out. Pachamama was saying that the earth needs healing, to check on Alaska, the North Poles, Antarctica. Like, look into the news, look into that. It was 345 when I said that. So seriously, look into Alaska, North Poles, Antarctica. There may be some news regarding them or some kind of developments. Um, just know that whatever developments that are occurring, this is also spiritual too, even though it may seem like it's just such a physical thing. This is a spiritual occurrence as well, is what they're saying. And right now, Earth wants us to know that she's adjusting from our bullshit and healing herself. So you better watch out, because Pachamama is a snake, okay? And most of the time, snakes don't like attack unless they're provoked. And they're regenerative, right? So they will literally shed everything off. Like, they will shake everything off just to start new. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to get wiped out by the earth because you decided you was just going to be greedy. Okay, so anyway, let's look into these energies. First, we're going to start with the message of compassion. why it's needed right now. Okay. Calling upon the uplifted ancestors, angels, and guides of everyone who will be watching this video or is watching this video right now. Thank you for the answers need to know for their highest self, as well as protection from unwanted circumstances, negative energies, entities seen and unseen. So a lot of us are compromising ourselves. What I'm seeing, we're compromising our hearts. We're in codependent connections. We're in manipulative connections. Yeah, we're in connections where we may not even have peace of mind, or we can't even step into our highest best selves with them. Why is this message of compassion? There's, again, like I said, that deceit energy that's going around, treacherous. It's disgusting. It's so, the deceit. Why is this message of compassion needed right now, Spirit? Why is the collective need this message? Oh, yeah. Just like I said, a lot of us are restricted mentally. That's our crown chakra. And because we're restricted, we have blinders on. A lot of us are living in illusion, they're saying. And because we're in this illusion, like the blessings and things like that cannot flow. We're locked, imprisoned. Again, because some of us are in codependent, manipulative situations. We're literally in prison. There's a bird right here visiting me. Because of this, we can't see our future. And we're not thinking positively. We're stuck. And when people get stuck, they get depressed. So that's also why a lot of people are in a state of confusion. Wow. Just like I said, that crown chakra manipulation, that energy, that deception, that illusion is creating confusion. And now we're operating out of confusion. We're not operating from our heart. We're deviating from our path. So a lot of us are deviating from the path. Whatever path that may be for you personally, you're deviating from it. Again, those new beginnings, that path, the new direction, those doors that you're wanting to open, you're not going to get to them because you're deviating from the path. That pleasure, that indulgence, that heaven. Spirit, clarify this restriction. Oh, okay. Yeah. A lot of us are mentally going through it. So we have to have compassion for these people who, one, are going through it. Again, there's a lot of they were saying mental confusion, mentally disturbed. I'm so sorry, but that's what I heard. Mentally disturbed. There's a lot of mentally disturbed energies, frequencies, just literally going around, and Spirit's asking us to take a break, pause for a second, right? Pause and pray. And it's like we need to take a moment into introspection. We need to take a moment and ground ourselves, like I said. Take a deep breath. Yeah. And this is the truth. At the bottom of the deck, we have this is the truth. So let's just see how we can ground ourselves as a collective right now. How we can release this restriction. Sorry, I'm just gonna. How can the collective ground themselves right now? Again, still new beginnings are on the horizon. This is good. Spring's coming, astrological new year, new beginnings are on the way. So we don't have to feel like, oh my God, I'm so stuck. You're not stuck. Okay, some of us may be getting grounded through animals. Even if you don't have an animal, go and spend time with someone else's animal. Spend time in nature again with the animals, they're saying. Really spend time in nature. Some of y'all go talk to the trees. How can we ground ourselves and release this restriction? Okay, so first, some of us may need to look for support. This may be support from others, support from friends. I was hearing literal support, like psychological support. Like some people may need therapists. And this card also says people come into your life for many different reasons. Some you learn from and then they move on, while others often return because you need to learn more from these individuals. Others remain beside you through your entire life. So again, there's that restrictive energy again too. I feel like there are also people, this card came up I think in the other reading I did, but some people not wanting to let go. That's again that stagnant, restrictive energy coming through as well, with but it's creating deception when you have that restriction. Then we have people here with some father issues or fathers creating father issues. So this card says a father's love for his son or daughter never dies. The strength gained from such love is often unquantifiable, and it can be tapped into any time for whatever reason. Whether your father is still here or past, a father's love is one of the strongest bonds any of us will ever experience. And maybe that's also why some of us are encountering some of this energies right now where we're needing extra compassion because we didn't receive that love from our fathers. Again, some fathers are not being compassionate to their own children as well too, with like why would you do that to your own kids? Spirit's also saying they're sending us lots of messages right now. You could be seeing a lot of symbols in your dreams and your waking state. It is Pisces season, so be on the lookout. There's lots of messages coming through from the spiritual realm. You need to slow down so that way you can see them. I'm seeing this as a time where we slow down so that way we can also receive from the spiritual realm the messages and information and support that we need too, because support also isn't just a physical thing, we get it spiritually too. Then this card we have give back. So some of us may need to give back because some of the energy we're operating in, like we're expecting things from people too. And Spirit's saying, no, it's your turn to give back. You're the one that needs to give back. This is separate energy. It's like someone is constantly wanting to take. It's your turn to give back. It's 10-10. It's your turn to give back. And then find your center. So literally ground yourself. Obviously meditate. Go for a walk. Listen to music. I like writing these days. That is like everything from your mental, when you write it down, also manifests. So this is why you need to center yourself, because they're saying your outside world is a reflection and manifestation of what's going on inside. Remember what I said, that spiritual gook that's happening, and that's why it's manifesting in the outside, because people are walking around all fucked up. They walking out, they it's really stink. And that's why they're saying it's deception too, because some of this deception is people being fake in their own energy. Let's just be honest. Like some people are just really fucking fake and they're pretending that they're not a certain way. They want to be perceived a certain way when inside, oh my gosh, like I wish I could throw holy water at myself right now. Because feeling this energy is just disgusting. So also with this card, it says when the outside world becomes so hectic and stressful that your anxiety starts to overwhelm you, then this is the ideal moment to stop and ask, when was the last time I checked in with myself? And that's why I'm like, it's so crazy. These energies are actually asking us to stop and pause, but I feel like because we want these new beginnings, we're like, no, we're gonna go. We're gonna go, 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 go. We're gonna go and be all pissed off too. And then again, I'm feeling like animals can be incredibly healing. Birds, snakes, fish, horses, turtles, rabbits, dogs, butterfly, cats, iguanas. Oh, yes. Our spirit animals are definitely going to be coming up as symbolism as well too. So be on the lookout for animals you keep seeing frequently. They are your spirit animals. That's what spirit wants you to know. So look up the meaning to these spirit animals and they will tell you where you are in life. That is your spirit animal for the energy you are embodying currently. Okay, so let's just get to Pachamama, okay? Yeah. Okay, Spirit. Why is this message from Pachamama Earth coming to us? So they're saying she's had enough, damn it. She's compromised herself too much. The way we're operating on Earth is not in alignment. It's not with the natural flow of the universe. Give it a fucking rest. Y'all, this consumerism is literally killing the earth and it's killing humanity. Let's just get straight into it. Because look at the truth. It won't go away because I'm telling the truth. The consumerism is literally killing us and y'all know that wasn't the right way to be, but y'all was still operating like that. More, more, more. I need. And it's like you greed for money, you greed for love, you greed, and it's still not enough. You deplete it. Now the ancestors, the spiritual ancestors of the earth are stepping in. Because that's the thing. In the olden times, our ancestors actually they protected the earth because they knew that we only had one planet to live on. So now y'all about to wake the fucking dead. Oh, y'all really about to wake the dead, and it's not in a way that you want them to. Why is Pachamama giving us this message? Yep. Look at us. We're being judged. Y'all do know that the earth is alive, right? The earth has its own electromagnetic field. The earth literally grows. The earth has you know how they say the human body is magnificent? There's so many things that we still don't even know about the own planet we live on, and she's literally alive. Oh shit. Didn't I say that greed? Look at that. This greed, we're under judgment now. Because we didn't know when to stop. We didn't put a boundary. We didn't put a cap. So Mother Earth, she's not so happy with her kids down here. We're about to see a lot of barrenness on Earth. This card is like a card of growth, new life. It's about to be a lot of struggle, is what I was hearing. Yeah. Because y'all just couldn't operate from your hearts. That's the thing. It's so easy to literally live life, but a lot of the times the way that our society is built up, we're like, no, we got to do it this way. Do you truly need to do it that way, or is this the way that it's been ingrained in us because of that person that came before and that person that came before. And we're not even realizing that these people were corrupted. They were not operating from their hearts. So here we have a bunch of society creating confusion, operating out of survival mode, literally having no peace of mind, losing their fucking minds. I can't even tell you the amount of mental instability that is going around because it's a spiritual discognance. Spiritual discognance is what they just said. Yeah, and people not grounded. They're not being their highest best selves. Again, this peace of mind. And now this is when the suffering happens. And all because you couldn't be your true self. You couldn't be who you thought you could be. You wanted to be fake. You wanted to be deceitful, manipulative. You wanted to control. It wasn't enough. It just wasn't enough. Look at this. Look at this. Thank you, Archangel Michael. Thank you for protecting me. He keeps coming through in this reading. So definitely feel like this is something even the angels are intervening on. It's gone on for too long. Like, we were supposed to be children of the Lord and living in alignment with who God made us and getting these blessings, new beginnings, and having heaven on earth, right? But we just had to operate in this energy. It's not enough. I'm so sad. Not even looking at the signs. Not even seeing between the lines. Because again, we're covering our eyes. We're covering our eyes to God too. Covering our eyes to the healing. And look, the ancestors, they're not proud right now. They're not. Because a lot of people, they're not making their ancestors proud. They're not operating from their highest best self. They're not operating from their hearts. They're being nasty. They're being greedy. They're lacking self-control. They're manipulative. They're codependent. And Spirit right now is about to get us back into alignment. I truly don't understand what it is that's about to happen. Easter, they keep bringing up. That was another thing. But something around Easter, something's gonna happen then. So just beware. You don't have to be like, oh, I'm a Christian or not. It was 222 when I just saw that. So you don't have to be like, oh, I'm a Christian or not. Like, just know April 17th, that entire week before, after, be on the lookout in the news and also in your life. Just for anything, it's gonna be incredibly significant, I am seeing. So how can we release this greed, Spirit? Hold on. How can we release this greed? So Spirit saying be proud. Like, some of y'all aren't grateful and proud of what you have already, and that's why it's like, no, it's never enough. Like, you still want to be like, please, can I please have some more? Like, you know, when that cartoon, they be like, can I have a little more, sir? Like, okay, damn kid, like, I'm about to beat you with the spoon. Yeah, you keep acting. Take. Oh, this energy is very, I don't like it. How can we release this greed, this deceptive energy that's surrounding us in the earth? Ooh, okay. Okay. Oh, they said just release it. Stop being so fucking greedy. You already intuitively knew this. Like, it's not hard at all. It's not. And then we have be vulnerable, operate from vulnerability. And I feel like a lot of us are scared to be vulnerable too. Like, when you feel like you go without, you're like, oh my God, everyone's gonna know I'm broke. Like, are you really broke? Or are you just in a period of transitioning too? Because that's the thing. Everything isn't just flow in the universe unless you're a river, right? But even rivers ebb and flow, right? They expand and then they retract. Rivers do that. But you think you got to always be in the state of growth. And that's what Earth is saying. Like, y'all kept pushing, pushing, pushing growth, production, growth, production, growth, production. Instead of allowing those times where we were supposed to slow down, to be vulnerable and be grateful for what Earth is providing for us, to stop and smell the flowers, because that would have provided that grounding. Because a lot of people are losing their mind because they're greedy as fuck. Let's just be honest. The greed is making people lose their mind. We need to get back into nature. A lot of this has to do with cleansing and getting back into nature, and again, operating from our intuition. So a lot of people are literally resisting their intuition and being like, oh, that shit's not real. Like, well, if it's not real, then how the fuck I know your life and I don't know you? All right, then. Release yourself from self-sabotage. That's what they said. That's why they say you know what to do. You knew it already. So release yourself from self-sabotage. Learn to get out your own way. There will be no stopping you once you do. Most of the time, it's not others who prevent you from achieving your true goals. It's that inner voice that derails those carefully woven plans. And then that's the thing. A lot of us are not even just facing judgment from Earth, right? We're judgmental to ourselves, judgmental to other people. Oh, you don't have this. Oh, they think I don't have that. Who the fuck cares? Who cares? Why couldn't you be happy for what you had? Why was it not enough? Like, we're not realizing sometimes when we're like, oh, I don't have. So what? You connected to someone else that does. You don't have to sit there and hoard everything either. Because right now, a lot of us are disconnected. The ones that aren't living in their heart, they're disconnected. They're not seeing that growth. And they're in really dark times right now. And Spirit's saying, you know this. You see it. The only way out is through hope. Is through believing that, again, despite those situations, keep your heart open. Spirit always provided for me. I've been through so much. I can't even tell you the things I've been through. I can't, because we will be here all day. But I know that in any of this moments where I was in these dark, difficult situations, even now, like, I'm going through something so crazy. If you ground yourself and realize that one time is not linear, that all the paths and possibilities, you may not be aware of them. And the only reason you're not aware of them, ooh, a spider. Yeah, that's again another message of how we're interconnected. And then the spider, again, like I said, we're receiving animal messages. So I guess y'all know that's one of my spirit animals. Anyway, I was saying, in these moments where I felt like that, I realized that if I just grounded myself and checked in, that there was more than one way to view the situation, more than one perspective, that I was actually being restrictive in my lens of perception as well too. And a lot of the times we don't realize we have help and assistance there when we are more vulnerable and open, and that comes from empathy. This is why these two goddesses are coming to us. And again, the divine feminine, we're rising up right now. All right? A lot of us are undergoing mother issues. Mothers are undergoing issues. Uh, just know you're not alone. All my women out there, you're not alone. But recognize that if we stay grounded and composed in these times, and also women are more empathetic naturally than men, right? Feminine energy is water energy. That is what empathy is. Once we start moving like water and operating from empathy, then we will release that greed, because then we'll be back in our hearts. The heart actually connects with water energy. So just cleanse yourself of all those past patterns, so that way the growth because there's so much growth waiting, but it's not going to happen right now. We've been indulging too much, and now spirit is putting their foot down. They're the one that's going to have the last laugh. So all you can do right now is worry about yourself, worry about protecting, nurturing others, because a lot of us do need nurturing right now. Goddess Isis coming through as well, a lot of divine feminine energy. Yeah. So I hope that was helpful. I'm so glad that Spirit allowed me to relay those messages for the collective. Whatever you do today and from this day forward, I just hope that you live from your heart and that you live honestly and truly to how Spirit wanted you to. Because as long as you're doing that, I promise you, you're in alignment with where you're supposed to be. And even if you're challenged, you're going to make it through. So have a great day, and I'll talk to you guys soon.